So it's taken me a little bit of time to get this situated and adjusted and trying to figure out how in the world to do this. And what I'm going to talk about is actually, I've thought about for several days. Something was sent to me through a private group, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. And if you've not gotten your hands on it, if you haven't read it, you really, really should. Now, what happened was when it came to me full blown. And I had a chance to read it. And I shared it in private message to a very select few of people. And all of a sudden it was blocked out because Facebook. Now, for those of you that do math, this plan, this Antifa manual, is a 100-year plan, which they intend on fulfilling in the year 2117. So let me get this right, and I'm pretty good with math. 2117 minus 100 is 2017, not 2015. Now, they said that it was incorrect information, fake information, because they said it came out in 2015 when it actually came out in 2017. Blocked. So thank you, Facebook. I don't miss you at all. I really don't. I have deleted my Facebook page. I deleted a lot of things that I had on it. I let certain people know that I was deleting my page. Because when Facebook blocks something on your page, something out, I research it. This was some information that came to me that had nothing on it about not being factual. So I shared it with just a few people through private message. Again, through private message. Now understand, through private message. And yet, it was blocked. Here's the next thing I found. As I was doing things, I found that someone who was in disagreement with something that I had put out and came back at me with not hateful, but kind of hateful stuff. And it was at the point where no matter what I would have said, no matter how I would have responded to anything, any of the questions that they blew at their mind, you could tell was already made up. But when I was deleting things off of my Facebook page, her responses would not delete. Now others did, but hers wouldn't delete. Why is that? If anybody out there thinks that we have First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, you're delusional. That's gone out the window. Poof, no longer there. Freedom of gathering, you're delusional. Why do you think they've stopped gatherings? This is the last video that I'm going to put out about what is going on today. So I'm holding nothing back. You see, everything out there that's going on today, puppets that they can direct and they can have do whatever they want. And these people are fine with it. And I don't care if they're white. I don't care if they're black, yellow, orange, purple, green. I don't care. If you can't think for yourself, if you can't find things out for yourself, you are a puppet. I'm seeing things going on out there that make me want to hurl. Just make me want to hurl. Shared. Let me tell you what the very last line says, because one thing they didn't do, you see this? This is my phone. And I took pictures of those papers. And I'm going to read you the very last line or the very last paragraph of phase 4, one world government. You think I'm joking? There it is. See that? I ain't joking. This is the last sentence. Those who can't work will be provided a stipend and unlimited supply of opiates, marijuana, meth, and cocaine to occupy their free time. Sound too good to be true? It isn't. This is what we're fighting for. This is what you are a fascist. And then in parentheses at the very bottom, it says, please do not distribute to CIS white males, non-POC, person of color, non-LGBTQ, etc. Use common sense. So, and that's just the last sentence. There's several pages to this. Several pages. This is what people want. Could go into other pages. It would blow your mind apart. And maybe I should. Maybe I should just read the whole damn thing on here. You people think you're standing up for something you're not. You're not. And what did I see written the other day? Now, granted, I didn't double check this one. But some guy named Adam Birch, Bursch, who believes that every white person should be hung and left there to decay, hanging. And when they, for hygienic purposes, can be taken down, the next set come up and be hung. My walls, they're freaking white. Do I melt into my walls? Do I? We are all colors of brown. These people who are being puppets, they don't care who you are. They don't care that you've worked your butt off and put millions of dollars in debt to have something. They don't care. They think they have a brotherhood. Let me tell you something. When this group is done with the white folk, who do you think they're going to come after next? Who do you think is going to be next on their list? You know, I watched a video today from Candace Owen. I love listening to her. She's got some awful stuff to say. And not awful, but I mean awful cool stuff to say. And she nails it on the head. So she talks to her Black community. I have nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to put a message out to the white community. You dumbasses that are bowing down and surrendering. White grew up on a farm. We worked hard for what we have. We still work hard for what we have today. And every damn person I know, Black or white, or Hispanic or Middle Eastern work hard for what they have. Pull your head out of your butt. If you don't, y'all deserve what you got coming. Like I said, this is the last video because I'm beginning to look at things in another way. And I'll be doing videos in that way. And I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you dislike it. I'm not doing this for subscriptions. I'm not doing this for monetary means. I'm doing this for history, let's say. I'm doing what's happened, and this I can go back and I can look at and I can say, yep, that's what was going on that day. But y'all don't know what you're doing. Y'all really don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're following. And if all this comes to fruition and they try to actually exterminate the lighter skinned people, you better think about who's next. Who will be next? Now, on this manual, I'm going to tell you how many pages there are. Including the first page. And I'm going to show you the picture of it. And it may be a little difficult to see because I got to focus it in. See that? There's 8 pages. 8 pages. And I've read every one. And it sickened me. Because the group that these people are following are so full of hate and so full of anger and so full of resentment. And you know what? Jealousy. But what gets me is when the riotings first started, I was talking to news reporters, and one of them was an actor. And some of the things he said were actually quotes out of this manual. He's an actor. Do you think he's poor? Do you think he lives in the ghetto? Do you think most of these sports players are living in the ghetto? Seriously, that they are like you? They're not like me. They sure as the world make a lot more money than I do, than I've ever made. They have fancier cars than I drive. My car is 10 years old. Oh, I got one that's even older than that. I got one that's 20 years old. So y'all just keep believing in and we'll have a whole different tone. I wish you the best. And they're like family to me. And those of you that are out there